Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They go play action with Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Chig Okonkwo, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Holt. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Holt.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be third down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
To throw on third down. Holt.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs adding to his NFL record in touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball again on 2nd down.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 21.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, Definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now inside the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A throw over the middle, taken in, finding space at the 40. Garrett Wilson. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right.
These young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Play action. Here's Willis. He completes it to Tompkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Raiders.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
11-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Back to throw, Willis. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Willis looking to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chigakakwo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off play action. Holt over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
For a Jets. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Holt.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Holt. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Holt. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Operating from the gun, Holt.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Tyree Wilson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 13-yard line.
A final shot before break. Holt, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Holt. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Holt. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Play action. Willis. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That is caught. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Here's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Holt. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to the air on second down. Holt.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On fourth down, Holt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake. Holt out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Touchdown!
Breece Hall
from 21 yards away.
And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Complete at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Tom puts it on the carpet. It's out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Willis will look to throw it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Chigokoko
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Holt. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Holt. He finds Smith and Jigba. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 more yards. That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
3-yard line.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw from his end zone, Holt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
to throw from his end zone. Holt.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down. Holt. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, Holt. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Jacorian Bennett.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time